gorgeous. Look at it. It will put you in silence. Come with me because today I'm about to blow your mind and your taste buds. I'm taking leftover penne vodka and making fried penne vodka balls for my appetizers. Let's get started. Let's get started on our penne vodka cheese bites. So, here's my leftover penne vodka, and I'm just gonna take it out of the aluminum pan that it was in, and I'm gonna put it in a bowl so it's easier to work with. And this is cold out of the refrigerator, and you need it to be cold because you need the cold sauce to help the macaroni stick. I've got it all out. I'm just taking a pair of my kitchen scissors, and I just am gonna go through and cut up the penne pasta into smaller bites. That way it's easier to form into a ball. And I just go all across the bowl in one direction, and then I'll go across in the other just to make sure I get every piece of pasta. So now to our cut up penne vodka, I'm gonna add in about 2 cups of freshly grated mozzarella cheese. Now I already have Parmigiano Reggiano cheese in my penne vodka sauce, so we don't need to add that. And then we're just gonna mix it all together. And you want a good amount of mozzarella cheese in this because that's what's gonna give us that awesome cheese pull. And it's also going to be the binder to help hold this together when we start balling it up. She's good and mixed up. So now let's start balling it up. So I'm using an ice cream scoop here, and I'm just going to pack the ice cream scoop and start rolling balls with my hands. That's why I put on rubber gloves, because this is gonna get messy. If you don't have one of these preloaded ice cream scoops, that's fine too. You could just pick up piles of it and freeform it in your hands, like a meatball. And then I'm just gonna put them, once I roll them into the balls, I'm just gonna put them back in the tray the pasta came from, just so it could have a waiting place and not dirty another dish. Now I just take my hands and firmly pack each ball, just like that, and then I'm gonna put it right there in the pan. I'm gonna keep going with this bowl until we're all done. Our balls are all rolled up. I got 14 tennis-sized balls rolled out of a little less than a half of a sheet pan of the penne vodka. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna pop it in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes, just so they stay nice and firm. So that way when we start our breading, the balls are nice and firm and they're not as delicate as they are now. So once they're nice and firmed up from the freezer, I'll come back and we'll show you the next steps. So while our penne vodka balls are in the freezer firming up, we're gonna start our breading station. So what I have here is all-purpose flour, 3 eggs, and a mix of traditional and panko seasoned breadcrumbs. So to my eggs, I wanna just add in a splash of milk, just to loosen up the eggs. And then to everything, I'm adding in some salt, some black pepper. You want to make sure that each component is well seasoned. Some onion powder. I'm going to add the onion powder to the breadcrumbs and the flour, not into the eggs. And some garlic powder. Now normally I would add Parmigiano Reggiano cheese to my breadcrumbs, but I'm not doing that because it's already heavily in the penne vodka sauce. And then once we fry up the balls, I'm gonna top the fried balls with Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. So let's give the eggs a nice mix, get all the seasonings incorporated into that, okay? And then we're just gonna mix up the seasonings into our flour and our breadcrumbs. Everything's done for our breading station. So once the balls are nice and firmed up, then we can continue and we're ready to go. So our penne vodka balls are nice and firmed up out of the freezer. So now we're gonna start breading them. So I'm gonna take each ball, put it in flour, the eggs, the breadcrumb, and then on its little landing dish here. So let me show you one. See how nice and firm? Now they're not so delicate. So I'm just gonna roll it up and get it all covered in the flour. The flour is gonna help the egg wash stick to it. Just like that. Now it looks like a snowball. Into the egg wash, and then into the breadcrumbs. These remind me of an appetizer that I get when I go to the Cheesecake Factory. They make a very similar mac and cheese ball, I think they call it. Now you just want to make sure you firmly pack on the breadcrumbs, just like that. And then we're gonna put it here and let them hang out while we get the rest of these done. So I'm on to my last ball here. So we're just gonna get this guy coated in the flour, shake off the excess. If you start running low on your egg wash, just tilt your dish and that'll help you get the last of the egg wash. And then into the breadcrumbs. Now, like I said earlier, make sure that you get a good coating of your breadcrumbs in between each pass, firm it into the bowl, and you'll be able to feel it. You'll also be able to see it. You may see a little wet spot. That means you have to go back into the breadcrumb. When you're squeezing it, it may feel a little squishy, or you may hear the little squishing sound. Just go back into the breadcrumbs and keep coating it and packing it, and you'll feel the difference. Even through the gloves, you can feel the difference. And now we're good and coated. So I'm going to heat up some oil. I'm using peanut oil because I want a high smoke point oil. And then once the oil is to temperature, we'll meet back at the stove and we'll start frying them up. I'm only gonna fry up 2 because as you can see, and I didn't lie, they are the size of tennis balls. You only need 1 per person. So I'm going to fry up 2, 1 for me, 1 for my husband, and then I'm gonna freeze the rest. Once they're frozen solid, you can put them into an airtight container or a Ziploc bag, and you can use them whenever you have guests. For me, I'm having guests at my Lake George house this weekend, so I'm gonna freeze these, I'm gonna bring them with me up there, and then I'll fry them off and we'll have them for appetizers. So I'm heating my oil to 365 degrees. I want it at 365, that way when I put the Penne vodka balls in, it's gonna drop the temperature of the oil, so I want it to remain at around 350, 360. So while that's happening, I just want to make mention that one of the best compliments I get all the time is that I think outside of the box, and I always come up with something creative, especially when it comes to leftovers. And this is just the perfect example of that. I made penne vodka for the 4th of July. It's leftover. We don't want to reheat it and have it again in the same fashion. So this is a perfect way to use a leftover and not have to waste food. I got my inspiration from an appetizer that I had at a restaurant. Think the same way. When you go out to dinner and you had something wonderful, try to recreate it at home. Make it your own. Get inspiration from a video like this that you watch. Anything. Just think outside of the box and you can come up with something fantastic. Let's check the temperature of our oil. 365 exactly. So now I'm going to take a slotted spoon and I'm going to put one of the balls in and I'm going to gently drop it in. These are heavy, so you don't want to just plop it in. You'll get oil all over you and that's going to hurt if it splatters you. So while these are frying up, and it's not going to take long, let's go back to the table and dress our plate. So while they're frying up, I have some leftover vodka sauce, so I'm just gonna make a nice little presentation. I'm just gonna spread some of that out on the bottom of my dish. And then I have my Parmigiano Reggiano cheese here, so when I plate them, I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. Okay, they're fresh out of the oil, so let's top them now with our Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Let it snow. Gorgeous. If it wasn't pouring cats and dogs outside, I'd go pull some parsley from my garden and throw that on top just cause. Look at them. Gorgeous. I am so excited to taste these, you have no idea. Oh, listen to the crunch. Look at it! Get some of that penne sauce on there. Oh, it will put you in silence. It is so good. And look at the inside. It's still moist. It's still delicious. And it's different. There are absolutely no words for how good these are. I can't even begin to explain it to you. Guys, think outside the box. Make something different. Make something from nothing. Can you hear the crunch? The texture of this is everything. It's creamy. It's soft. It's crunchy. Can you hear the crunch? Let's see if you can hear the crunch. Guys, I have to go now. I have to be alone with this plate. If you want the recipe to my fried penne vodka balls, just comment the word recipe in the comment section below and I'll send it to your DM. Or you can click the link in my bio go visit my Substack and you can find all of my recipes there. Thanks so much for watching.